Welcome back to BwoyATingz After Dark right here on Newstalk 93 FM. Remember, that was DJ Kevin the Kinetic. Remember to go ahead and follow him. And our guest is in the building. The person whom, you guys been trending #1 on Twitter for 2 hours before the show even started. Yaksta.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. All right. So, firstly, it's Kamal Martin.
Yeah, Kamal
Martin.
Yeah.
And you're a 27-year-old from St. Mary, right?
Just turned 27.
Just turned 27. All right, well, blessings. And, respect for coming here, firstly.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to just kind of, backtrack just a little bit because I know that you're the ambition boss, BushLawd, as them call you. So we're going to all of that. But I kind of want to know the moniker Yaksta, right?
Yeah.
That came first, or was it BushLawd?
Well, yeah, Yaksta is actually prior to BushLawd, but it was actually Yaksta Caravani before the
Yaksta Caravani.
Yeah, before I dropped the Caravani and just used the whole moniker Yaksta.
So I've heard where Yaksta came from, but I want you to explain to the people who don't know, what is Yaksta? What does it mean? All of that.
Well, Yaksta means mental stamina.
Yeah.
I use the word brainiac, and flip the IAC to YAK and STA from the word stamina.
Mm-hmm.
And, just combine them together and just create the whole moniker Yaksta,
So it wasn't a real word before you...
No, it's basically a figment of imagination that I really make, into reality, All
right,
yeah.
Sounds good. So you're from St. Mary?
Yeah, definitely. Big up Portmore, the whole place, the whole massive.
Is it like St. Mary, like Bush St. Mary, or like a little...
Well, in the town, I live in this, like in the capital. Maybe as I come into the town and turn left, and I'm in that,
You're in.
Yeah.
All right, so it's St. Mary, and then, you actually have a song named St. Mary, which is bad, by the way. It's a complete difference from Ambition and Humans. But we'll still go to that. But can you tell me about Yaksta as a youngster? Tell me about Yaksta going to school. I know you have 8 subjects and all of them something, but did you always have this personality? Like, what was Yaksta like?
Well, I was jovial to start that. I never started reading until I was about 11. I was always into arts, mostly roots and drama,
right?
And drama, all those classes. Started doing music from age 6, but it was just basically babbling or mimicking what was done by the greats like Vibes Cartel, etc. We have Movada and the Jimmy Cliff and all them people before me. I started writing my own lyrics when I was in actual high school, but when I was younger, I used to make my cousin named Rajay, spell the words them and while I give him the lyrics them. But after I'm gone, I couldn't read it. So, I found the drive to actually start reading by then, So high school, I was very intelligent and delinquent, I should say, throughout high school, but I wasn't deprived from academics. Academy was always a part of me, Well, I can hear it in the way how you speak, not just your music, but I can hear the way how you speak that you're a very, very intelligent person. Definitely. So, as you've said, Yaksta means mental stamina. Yeah.
How long now you've been going by this moniker?
It would be, professionally it would be 6 years this year. But
6 years ago, 2000 something, 2015 thereabout.
15. Yeah, I started. But 2016, I made my debut on the actual, dancehall platform.
So when you actually claim the name Yaksta, right, and people actually hear you start calling yourself Yaksta, people never start wonder like where the name come from.
Yeah, they used to call me Lapstan, Waxstan, Gangstan, Even though people still make a mockery of the name, but nonetheless, it stands for something significant, and with significance, there is a solid foundation, and I don't really, entertain the whole dogma of
dogma. I see, intelligent youth. Can you touch the screen, Martin? Yeah. All right. So then you started music, but your journey isn't a come up journey like people would have think. Because to be honest with you, me particularly, when I'm going to have somebody on my show, I love to do my research. But before just hearing the song, one would think that this is the first time you just going to the studio, you just met the song. You've actually auditioned for Magnum Kings and Queens.
Definitely.
Multiple times.
Yeah, like about 13 times. I never got through. Yeah.
13 times.
Yeah.
So the 13 times you've auditioned, nothing was successful.
None. It's like Mosquito, one night time Mosquito tell me say, we must go to farming. Really, actually, that was actually an inspiration. If you remember Mosquito tell me say, boy, no, Scatter. So me and him come from St. Mary. I only forgot. So boy, you have no hope of becoming an actual superstar. He tell me that to me, but Professor don't tell me say, boy, with confidence and I would be competent, and so Professor does big up yourself, see me. I still love for Mosquito see me because I think there was a sense of motivation.
No man, make a Mosquito right through.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna ask something though, Yaksta. Yeah. So as a youth that believes in trying, right, and anybody knows me know that, motivation and all of that. Yeah. However, for you to be pursuing your dreams of becoming an artist and being getting turned back, them time the Magnum was it. Yeah. And if you get turned back 13 times, like you never pre like, Jano, maybe this music thing isn't for me any at all.
No, it's like when you feel the surge or the source for something that is not of want but of a need or necessity to you personally. Sorry for the babbling, you don't know me kind of stammer. So certain words that has too much hisses. Might not come out. So like for me personally, it was just more. I need to go harder, isn't it? Because every single time that you reach a bump, if you turn back real and truly, all the time that was invested will basically go to waste, So the fiasco is not really a part of my journey or my precision, I may say before.
So what was the last time you auditioned for Magnum?
2016.
2016.
Yeah, 2016.
But then 2016 you had the girl song, right? So was it after Magnum?
No, well, it was while Magnum was going on. The last one it was Manchester, and then whenever I know so much money, you don't take to go to Manchester. So when I reach Manchester, whenever I have the food to eat, me and cover, and whenever I have the bus fare, so we start walking big and then this way. So we come back in our hard truck. I would never forget. Hold on,
You sent me to Mandeville is a journey.
Definitely.
I know that. And then, so you went there, you never have no money for go back home.
No.
And you start big, right?
I mean, me and my friend named Kava, and I'm Mosquito said, we must go turn farmer.
So Mosquito said to turn farmer?
Yeah, because they have a song called Papa at the time.
But did you have a farm at that time though?
No. That, really and truly, that was nowhere in my own my mental at that time. Whenever I think about the farming, that is music. I bust more and bust and get away for girl and bling bling at the time, isn't it? Because that was a cool thing in that time period. So as such, that was all I pursued.
Okay then. So then you went back home to St. Mary and you said that you traveled in a hog truck. What is a hog truck now? For my listeners who don't know, what is that? A pig truck. Yeah,
hog truck is a truck that really and truly has a pungent stench of animal waste.
Yeah.
And sometimes might be like accommodated with animals, you understand?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like the vacancy is always filled with different type of species of four-footed creatures, isn't it?
So traveling from Mandeville to St. Mary, which is a distance, in the hog truck, what was going through your mind then?
Most of the time, I'm hungry, so I'm glad for
you wanted to act them, man. No, because the reason I asked that, right?
Yeah.
I as I said, being somebody whom, is all about drive and determination. This is your 13th time auditioning. Mosquito tell us you forgot to turn farmer. Scatter tell us this not gonna make no sense at all.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have the finances to even go back home, and then you have to boom a ride in our hog truck.
Yeah, when I forgot him stop right at the library.
Me the ball,
so honestly, to tell the truth, to me it was just an experience.
Yeah.
Like the moment I got turned down,
yeah,
I thought, to me that maybe the problem wasn't them, was always me. You understand? Because sometimes
I love that.
In a conflict, and it's like people are saying, boy, this man and this, and really and truly nobody owes you an obligation. I like your song, I like your music.
Same thing I thought a while ago.
So I think that sometimes we need to stop pointing fingers and just find a niche that suits you best, isn't it? So
stop finding faults.
Yeah. So just find your own niche and just know, say, boy, they create a fan base for yourself. Because I had St. Mary before Kingston even.
No boy.
Even give me a flicker,
All right, Yaksta. So I'm going to stop there because I'm going to go to 9:30 break. So we're going to stop at the hog pen, the hog truck. I'm not going to ever forget that.
Yeah.
But once again, guys, we're going to take a time signal, and this is BwoyATingz After Dark right here on Newstalk 93 FM. And we're here with Ambition Boss himself, Yaksta. You know, we're going to fall back right after the break. And welcome back to BwoyATingz After Dark right here on Newstalk 93 FM. We're here every Tuesday night, 8 to 11 o'clock. And I must say thank you guys for letting us still trending #1 on Twitter from 6 o'clock till now. I do appreciate it. And we're here with BushLawd himself, Ambition Boss, as I call you, you know, Yaksta. And you were telling us about your story of the amount of times you auditioned for Magnum Kings and Queens.
Yeah.
You got denied of your opportunities many times. And now you're traveling back home in a hog van.
Yeah.
And you say all the day on your mind is you just want to go and sleep.
Yeah, but that's how I reach home, because really and truly, it wasn't sent here. We're actually traveling from here, because at the time I was living in Montego Bay at Barretown. You know, so them drop we off a Savalan and walk from Sav go straight to Montego Bay. So that was really and truly a next piece of journey.
You walk from where to where?
Savalan
That's Westmoreland.
Yeah, in Westmoreland. So the truck carry from Manchester.
Mighty God, man, all walking that today.
You know, but really and truly, we just glad for the little journey so we can follow the straight road, the straight at Mobile, you know. So when I reach Mobile is almost like 2:07 in the morning, because the truck reach after 2. I mean, cover and just go and chatty, you know.
So basically for 5 hours you walked just to pursue your dreams that you got denied from.
Well, really and truly, I never got denied from my dream. It was just a wind of opportunity that never really gave me access, because the dream is now, and now everybody know BushLawd. So I would really say, boy, I'm get denied from that. Maybe that was just not
your time.
My time, isn't it?
Alrighty, so then I'm going to kind of take it back just a little bit now. So you were living in St. Mary, and I know that you stated that because of your girlfriend, you moved to Montego Bay.
Yeah, man.
And you even worked at the Rio Hotel.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Well, that was like heaven, but I live in hell. You know, because, you know, really and truly, I was doing something that I love at the time, because really and truly, I love customer service. You know, so even though I had all those accolades leaving school, you know, we never really pursued college, because really and truly, we never really business about them thing there anyways. You know? It was always about how we can capitalize on what I have now. So the minimal amount of resources that I had at the time, I tried to make, you know, abundance from that, isn't it? So, you know, jump out of school, started my own business called Cheap and Swagging. You know, that business run for a while, and me and my sister same way. And then, you know, we went bankrupt because of not good money management. And then, you know, my girlfriend now
she was working at the bank?
Yeah, she was working at the bank, NC at the time, and you don't know.
Always had the drive.
She never. I don't think she'd like it at the time, but you know, you're a young youth and they get a pretty girl in the whole scheme.
Yeah.
You know, as I look at a youth who normally walk and sell panty and blouse, you know, you try to impress.
That's what I'm going to touch at now. So you said cheap and clean, right? And I've heard a story where you stated that you used to come to Kingston, downtown Kingston.
Yeah, man, and buy clothes.
Buy the things them for like $10.
Yeah.
Then you go back home now, you
ram the price.
Yeah. At that time it was going great, because I think that I've heard where you've stated you've literally made like $300,000 on them something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because here we're going. All right. Yeah, for you, it's like from a younger youth, I always wonder why KFC is so consistent, because but real and truly, it's not the chicken, you know. It's the way they market the chicken. You understand? So if you can sell an idea, you know, as a product, then real and truly the product becomes an idea.
Right.
And as such, I capitalized on my product, which was my, you know, my vocal cadences, and you know, the conviction that I had by persuading individuals into believing that the cheap material was top tier, you know. And as such, you don't know, you find the man them who they at the bar who like the young girl them who like to spend. So you know, after them eat them pack of crackers with them saltfish and then upon them half kilo rum, that's where you pull in. And when you pull in now, you find the hottest girl with one of the big man them like. And you still have like I said, if a panty, if a $200 panty, if I want them make a big talk so them can buy anything, them dead. You know the show. You understand? One panty we're 15 out on 500.
So was it only panties?
Brassiere tights, we sell like we buy $500 tights, and then at the time now we sell them for like $15 to $1,000. Isn't it? Kind of country bad now to come at home come buy the thing.
And that's the thing, you know. You're right, because it take a work, because they want access to it, and them understand that, you know, well, and them some at a town, you know, say, hey, we're going, no? I forget the hot girl things them. Right.
Yeah.
So then that was working out for you well, and you and your sister was doing, great as it relates to financially, profitability, everything. But then no, things go downhill because you say poor money management.
And sometimes you have seasonal we don't call it like seasonal profits, isn't it? So in every
Christmas
industry,
time,
was the peak season, and after Christmas everything fall like the fall, isn't it? So in autumn there was nothing awesome, but in summer everything was booming. And as such, we had to explore different avenues of income, and the hotel industry was something that is consistent,
Right.
So, but we never understand what entrepreneurship means when you becomes an employee. You understand? You realize that one had more leverage than the other. You understand? And as such, I started realizing that my time was being traded for money. And the moment you start trading your time for money, you're so limited because you get one day to just wash clothes and sleep, and the next 6 is for you're basically boss, and then you don't have much freedom. And people tell you when to sleep, when to wake, when to eat. So as such, you're imprisoned in a uniform just to collect a stipend. So I try to just to configure myself from that settings to something much more of a universal stanza.
But then at the Rio Hotel, how long you were there for as an employee?
I worked there like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And you were washing plates?
Washing pot first, and then machineries. Then I upgraded from that to washing plates. Then I got fascinated with waitering because me feel like if I go up on the front, I can make some more.
Yeah.
So you don't know. I go up on the front as a trainee, and them, shell down like a jelly card come there, but Moby man them man is a sauce, So nobody never really want to go up on the coconut cart. But when I went there, I bought a straw, I got a water boot, and then I got tell them to get a coloured shirt. So really and truly, I marketed the coconut them like they were NSC, So it made a lot of profit. So when the other workers saw the niche of that, you don't know, everybody started dabbling, and that is where the so-called word that we use, bad mind, came in, So you don't know. So the profit was really countering the whole the effort that I put in. So people just never see the effort, but just the profit. And as such,
as per usual,
you found out, like we found a lot of not nesting, but more of like a dead end. So you don't know, got demoted, because of some personal family issues. I went back around there for like 6 months. Start washing back pot in a waiter uniform.
And then your manager, you guys were friends then?
So he came there. It was a very like a personal chatterbox, and then we come around and chat. So I had all the requisite books writing lyrics in.
And
so,
a beat
and a beat thing them on the dishwashing machine. And he must say, you have talent, do you? And if you stay, I say, you go dead poor. I say, no, it's a big man thing, though, brother. And that's just my thing because my girlfriend pregnant and some of a youth, so man not to pre them thing there, But there was like a guest came there named Teti, I will never forget her name, and she like them, them was fun damn, and her birthday was there, I washed some stuff for them a day, and them gave me a $10 tip, and I bought a jewel, and it was an East Indian mango, and carrying at the front and sing happy birthday for them and put a candle on the mango and thing, and she gave me about $1,000, so you don't know, it's like him I say, so I go talk to the boss fee, and then put back down at the place where we used to work for a little while, and I do a little thing see me, but it was being on the beach, being in the restaurant, and washing dishes at the same time. So I was doing like maybe 10 smarty job, because that's the level of manpower that sometimes working in a hotel takes, and really and truly, when you pay a rent or whatever thing, it's almost like you're just working just pay rent, you see me? So,
definitely.
I start thinking about some other little things to see me, and time passes, and the fluctuation in relationships, not with my spouse but with like external entities, and have such certain things diluted.
External entities, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
You see me? So it's like certain things diluted, and you don't know to strive for morph and maneuver around certain temporary obstacles, and then we just jump in and niche back and just tell them it's about time for resign, and I mash up the place with a two name real party, and we just bring him resume, Get back up
Just
and
cut.
walk out, like a star,
Right. But
But I
then,
didn't feel good, I remember it was a wheelie shot for me, and I said, yes, sir, I ate this, but boy, I walked into fire,
right, because then I've also heard you've stated on, I think it was Netflix, that there was a moment where I think your girlfriend was pregnant and never even have food to eat.
Yeah.
And you would have told her that, because, a woman will love you and them something there. If I want food, she can say, yo, you eat it or come split it. Say, tell her enough time, say, yo, no man, me eat already, man, so she can get something to eat. And the story about your manager send you $200.
Yeah, man.
In your mind at the time, did you think, boy, I have to take the $200 and go pay bills or go buy food? Because then say, for go to studio with the money.
Nah, man, of course, man, big man, I couldn't be mad.
Yeah.
But it's like, there were so many things that I endured at that time because really and truly, you see, sometimes, this is the problem we human have. We're inconsiderate of others.
Facts.
And not everybody really and truly understand the value of people. You see me? And in this time, we have less of that, And sometimes people value monikers and just status than the actual individual. Because individuals with talent sometimes do not get recognition until they're being propelled to a platform that is seen feasible to, a mass majority.
Definitely.
So after that, you don't know. Him send me the 2 bills more from Florence Saga of Falmouth.
How far is that?
That's like 7 miles or even more.
Mighty Father God.
And then when I reach a Falmouth, the place they close, and I tell the man, say, boy, the big man up at the yard hungry, and I'm begging. But there was a pregnant girl there called Patricia. I would never forgot. And she said, she's pregnant, and say, you know what? But I shut down the machine, but I'm going to do it for you. Come and get some stuff and thing. And at the time, she have a craving for charcoal and cup soup. I never forgot, and I buy some. So come she just bust the whole of the cup soup and the pot and then the one. I just felt, good, myself. That certain things were said. So what I used to do at the time, whenever they eat, me never eat meat at the time. So all I had to do was just buy some bananas in the morning time and just pretend like me eat the cup soup or them thing. Because me still eat shrimp and them thing at the time, man. Me just go on like me eat it and go work and me full my belly like. Every time I go up on the line, I put a plate, I just scrape something out of the dish and go to the back and mash it up,
Wow.
Yeah, and then I go home and some belly food by them time. She say, eat her, I say, yeah, man, I go down. She say, I left some food in the field and just come in, like, just dip me a night sometime, I rub up my mouth and go.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, and say,
so just because, you wanted her to actually get the meal rather than you. Wow. All right, so then take us now to 2016, because I think that started the entire journey for you.
Yeah.
The song that you released in 2016, it was a complete different song than this.
Yeah, man.
What was that song called?
Surely Hold Me Bank. I would have forgot the name. Surely.
And it was a girl song.
Yeah. But them time they really and truly me had to dance. I'm not gonna lie. And, gun tune, salt and pepper. I did a song called Above the Ground Floor, which really went much more viral and Surely Hold Me. That kind of give me a whole heap of street cred when Jada Never Sleep, and even them songs still rotate. Not majorly mainstream, the garrison are underground wise. But yeah, definitely. Them songs they kind of give me a strength to Falmouth and so forth.
So then, in that moment, what were you thinking about mentally? Because now in your community, I would assume that the local DJs them and selectors them would reach out to you. Them want dub, them want this, them want that. So mind you, in your mind, you're like, all right, thing I take off now. It never really take off the way how you thought it would. But what went through your mind then? Come on, you never gonna give up, but did you feel as if that this is just not for me any at all? No.
It's like every single time. I find a reason not to give up. Right. All right. I tell you when my arm was give up. He said, after I drop you, man, I said, this was it. Like, I literally drop you, man, today.
Right.
If I run and I say, boy, no, because, all right, I turned 26 now and time ago. And when I look, I have cabinets and cabinets of lyrics. I have dancehall songs, I did a song called Send Me On My Ground. It went viral.
And what about 2019?
That came I got foreign and I come to see me. And while I was in America, boy, I go through a whole heap over that to see him, boy, on a little journey with, Livewire, because, everything was not rooted as I would have wanted, but it was definitely an experience that I would not give up, But yeah, 2019 was the year that showed me that really and truly your music can carry to fireplace. 2020 it seems like a downhill for me, but I think the Shani Mir song there, that's why I always have respect for Shani Mir to see him way. I just listen to it one night. I said, boy, I hate this and I just fully farming my thing going on. Me listen songs.
All right. So then,
Yeah.
2016, you had the girl song.
Yeah.
2017, you had the song called Home,
Yeah.
which have
Went viral.
2 million and odd views on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right? So I would think that things are kind of looking up. Then 2019, you have the St. Mary song.
2018 had Boogie Woogie.
Boogie, right?
Went viral again.
Right. Yeah, man, go up on YouTube and listen to that song because when I hear about it, I'm going to go up on YouTube and say, yeah, man. But then you had the St. Mary song in 2019 and it took you places.
Mm-hmm.
But then you came to Kingston and you realized, but nobody don't really know me, but everybody down that side.
They know me,
Really know of you.
Yeah.
But then Humans came out and I would kind of assume that you've walked miles, you've auditioned so many times, you're there a real wash plate, your girlfriend is pregnant and don't have food. Things don't start look up when they release Humans and now was when you're kind of thinking that maybe this is just not it.
Yeah, no, well, everything was there at the time. I'm not gonna lie to you because, there was investors, interested. It's interesting, but, people that we're working with, when I'm trying to go up on the positive side, everybody dropped.
But I said, no.
Everybody dropped me and Sanjay basically. So it was just me and him again. And I'm saying, no, bro, but I just done this thing on this, and I just did it and about 2 o'clock, about 2:15, I never forgot. Me listen to the song and then just go back to my book and start see the lyrics them. Excuse me, no pagans. No, not lie. It was Acres of a Markets.
Acres of a Markets.
Yeah,
but then Humans was pretty much well received.
Yeah, well, I'm not lie, like the radio station and them run with it. And,
Yeah.
a lot of people even though the song is actually getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
But it's like when I drop, when I did Ambition this Sunday, I felt back motivated again.
All right. So before we go into Ambition, right? Because the song is about farming and, youths have to really be very focused as to, what direction they want to take their life into. But then how or what part of the story did you started to farm, the actual farm?
It's 2019, I go to my grandfather's yard, when me have said me and Mike, I'm look on the land and I say, boy, the good, get my first 10 dub plate and I make 120 grand. I know that I'm going to buy some gold kid and put them on it. We go back next week, I say them get a little bigger and I say, boy, this can turn a little thing. Then me link my uncle Audley, him show me one and few tricks. Then when I went back, me see thing them start sprout. And
what thing them?
That it was Pop Chai at the time.
Pop Chai.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you go Pop Chai, but I
yeah.
you know me don't know nothing about them stuff, yeah.
And then after comes a woman plant the Pop Chai them, him dig up the ground and say I'm gonna put some sweet pepper. But him go foreign and I tell you, I'm gonna be honest, I him plant the sweet pepper them, but when me see them beer and me sell them and so much money, it make me say, Jesus, I need to go on the thing, man. I was can't take the money at the time. So I take the money and we just start them little thing because I never really have a land for myself, Basically my grandfather's land, isn't it? But all them migrated to America. So it's like me utilize the land same and start doing one or few things. And
so you had the farm and then you were still voicing songs?
Yeah, still have voice. Yeah, so I just go back until I start fancy to a little bit. Because it's still a really big like how, some people envision it, but it's there.
So in that space of time, how many different crops were you cropping? I don't know. But I don't know more farm them
growing.
Right, see there, growing, that's the word. But I don't know, see there, I love that. You don't know me, know about themselves. Listen, if me I go market and I buy porn, okay, I don't know nothing of these stories. Yeah.
So it's like, them basically have whole banana.
Bananas, Pop
Chai, they had sweet pepper, they had bell pepper, they had nutmeg, they had a lot of apples as well, and jackfruit. You see me? And then they have some coal.
But I will for something like that, man.
Yeah, man. But now, I realize that there's a niche for Jamaican almonds that many people do not really venture off in. Okay. And that can be very tantalating for the market to see. You see me? That can give a boost, So
you're making money from the farm, but then you'd have floss it out.
No,
or you saving?
No. Man, really and truly, what I floss, if I should floss, it would be in the booth. Like all my money spent doing music.
Back into your craft.
Yeah, back into the craft. So really and truly, I saw it as an investment to no avail, but nonetheless, the avail now becomes a prevailing aspect.
Love that.
Yeah.
You, in 2016 until now, 2021, it's 5 years, I've heard the amount of songs that you have recorded. Can you let my listeners know how many songs you have recorded from 2016 to now?
All right, the hard drive drop one day, so I lose basically 214 songs on the one I have from 2019. So all the 2019 catalog that I had. But really and truly, the whole Bad Man tune and Murder and Skin Out. So that can go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I have like 1,015, and I have 100 new songs that we recorded from this year, and a song with Tentic, a song with Nation Boss. I don't know. I don't want to tell them the number I have now because I don't want to lie. You see me?
Right. But 1,000.
But 1,000 now, including the 100. But so all me do it, songs are foolishness, me throw them out.
Yeah.
So until me actually comes a boom, so I don't just put it like 1,015 until me actually sieve out the one them I say, boy, them their song I never said them are riffraff. Yeah.
Wow, talented. Let me now go to Ambition.
Yeah.
No. When did you write the song?
Alright, the song was written in 2018.
Really?
November, yeah. Like Lana Sella More and Peace. Nobody watch how my clocks lean. That was written in them time.
In 2018.
Yeah. Pastor go look at records. From them time, I still I'm not telling them, I give it to them, you know? Cause I go to church one day and I tell them, say, after I come to boom and show me change the line, I tell them say that on the money. I say, all right, I'm not come back to some. Yeah.
Well, now we're going to church over there.
No, I tell you,
hey, you say never go back since then.
I never go back since then.
So then you recorded parts of the song in 2018, you say?
Yeah, 18.
So that's...
No, it wasn't written. It wasn't like just... Like,
part by part.
It was just like discombobulated at the time, isn't it? And then we just put it together.
So what prompted you to put it together, and when
Chanel Mirror song.
Chanel Mirror song.
Yeah.
See, they big up yourself, Chanel Mirror.
Not gonna lie. So, you know, I after me listening to Yamabella, you know, there's a woman out of the shop, a cussing man say, boy, you what this, and you know, I say, and like I say, but me have my wife, and then like a next girl that said something about, are you gonna breed, girl? And you know, someone said,
child support.
Girl, breed.
Yeah.
Child support and breed.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a big man thing it have a buzz. And then we start about the farming over flossing. Investment, you know? So it's like, we just sit down and just put it together, the chorus, and then, you know, like, the excuse me pagans is just come. It's like them just fall in.
Fall into place.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, brother. It's
no,
like, it just happened.
When the entire song now was executed, did you make a conscious decision that this has to be released? No,
yeah,
definitely. So you felt that, yeah, man, this is going to be the one. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So like when we recorded the day, Marlon said, I hate this, you know. I say, yeah, man, I say, I hate this. And there was a guy shooting a Christmas thing for a girl called Leah Caribe. And in here.
Big up yourself, Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I know Leah, man.
Yeah, man. And
yeah.
I say, brother, I can't send the tune because the tune got boss big in a number one, this, you know. I say, I mix it. And, you know, I mix it the Sunday and the 15th to release it. And a boom shakalaka from this. Yeah.
No, for somebody, you know, who've tried again, the first time now you've realized that this song, after it was released, that this song is the song. Like this song, yeah, man, I hate this. What was that moment like?
Boy, I'm going to tell you some whole about it. I'm custom long and loud. You know, when you know, say, boy, a song go there. Like, here you go, it licked me about a month after.
Right.
You know, when me actually I walk and then realize, say, boy, me can't really do the free thing. Like, can't take off my slippers. Because I'm a man love walk barefoot more times, you know. I mean, walk with my shovel when I'm ready in the morning, you know. And if me go see me, they just comes and chatting on me underpants and me realize, like, you know,
can't do that
phone I take out and I say, boy,
right.
You know, them I talk about the parts and I say, boy, this thing really looks so bossy again, you know, so I have to go just shuffle up, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Things have to change right now, yeah.
And then, you know, me did it and me I mash up a mango and two me come to mango up and what do you think of the blogger business? And I say, Yaksta eating mango and chilling and me I say, boy, this thing are different. You know, a man start showing me say, boy, you can't take it as how it is. You know?
They mix up things there. Yeah.
This is how you go, brother. Honestly, the fame don't really faze me. I mean, really business about it much, you know, because I realize that if you take it too personal, it will matter.
Definitely. And I love that you are not consumed by it. Yeah. Right. You know, organic reach and organic success speaks for itself. And I really, really appreciate you. Your tenacity, your drive, your resilience, brother. You've done things like listening to your interviews. I will definitely say 3/4 of especially men will not trod that part any at all. And let me just tell you, if it is that I might not see you again after this interview, I am very proud of your journey. I'm very proud that you continued. I'm very proud that you persevered. You understand? And you have a space in music, and we're very much appreciative of that. So then the song followed out, the video do everything. The first time you see the video, I was thinking that, no, you know what is? Because really and truly, I've never seen anybody really, you know, spoken about farming, you have on the water boat, you have on the little plant, something of them. So I said to myself, say, I don't really know. You understand? I said, no man, like this is something serious, like this is something very different. But the first line that you hear from the song, it's so infectious that it just captivates you. You understand? Yeah, man.
Them all a big stone to if you come to the past. You know? Yeah, man.
You've had the video now have over 3 million views.
Yeah. A 3 million now?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Almost at 4 million. Yeah.
Coming out to follow you.
Yeah, man. I check it before we start interviewing. Right. So almost 4 million views, and I must say congratulations for that. Do you think that it's a pressure now for you to follow up on the successes or the success of this song?
No, guys. You see, when you create a wave, sometimes you cannot surf the same wave. Each time a wave reaches shore, it becomes a reassuring wave. You understand? So ambition has its own niche. You know, I have to create something that have the same pillar feel. You understand? Because some people drown themselves in trying to top them last. Stop compete with themselves.
Right.
Complete yourself. You understand?
Stop
create new avenues, isn't it? So you have to hear different Yaksta. Because Yaksta is not a stagnant puddle, isn't it? Yeah. I am more like electrical impulse. To them, I shock you now in your hand. The next day you feel it in your ears. Yeah, so I just said no. You know? Yes, sir. Yeah.
You have a son, right?
Yeah, man, I have a son. Big up age. I'm love it till death, you know?
How old is your son now?
In my 6.
So I'm assuming that at 6 years old now, like he understands him father star now and all these things. This must have been his favorite song.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. And I can just imagine how proud he is.
Yeah.
But we're going to go on the 10 o'clock break because I want to come back and just ask you a few more questions and jump into the topic. So just keep that thought, please. And thank you once again, guys. This is BwoyATingz AfterDark right here on Newstalk and 93 FM. We're going up until 11 p.m. Once again, my name is Karim BwoyATingz and I'm here with Yaksta himself. You understand? Yeah, man, bless up yourself, man. So we're going to come back right after the 10 o'clock break. Back to BwoyATingz AfterDark right here on Newstalk 93 FM. We're here with Yaksta. You know, big up yourself once again. I thank you all for listening. Thank you we're still #1 trending. I haven't even checked Twitter any at all to see the responses, but you know, thank you. And I can just imagine all the gems that you're being offered and all these things about life. You understand? But Yaksta, so we've left off on speaking about your son. I haven't really heard you spoke much about your family.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
You know, it's all right. You see, in regards to my family, you know, sometimes, you know that I'm cognizant of what this, you know, whole
fame thing
comes with, you know. You know, you have to really bring a protective coating for them same way. So, you know, and social media is one avenue that people uses, you know, to try to you know, pursue their when I say no, many endeavors, isn't it? And as such, you know, a man can be a nemesis to them own phone, you know, and to you to see him way. So yeah, me just try to hide them in a sense and come on to that. But really and truly, my how I grew up was single mother. You know, she raised 10 pitney, basically.
Wow.
It was like a family out of 13. You know, she was basically the one who caretake every sibling, you know, including her sisters and her brothers, children. And even though she's doing it with mine, you know, so she's like a generation nanny. You know?
Love that.
Yeah, so as such, you don't know, me treat my mother the best, you know.
I can better approach his right now.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, for me, it is never enough to give her, because really and truly, she wasted all her commodity, which is time, because water to me is not, it is just a necessity of this existence. Commodity is just time, because that is the only thing that is infinite, but finite for you, you know? So, you know, so all the perks that life has to come with are offer. I think that if I'm going to squander money, it would be on my mother.
Same here.
Yeah, you know?
Love that
spoil her, you know?
So I've heard through the grapevine that you're actually working on an EP and an album.
Yeah.
When can we look forward in seeing those tracks? What is going to be a part of it? What is the process like? Who you want to work with? Yeah, all of that.
More work with every artist.
Every artist.
You know, and if that dirty sometimes, we can show a disinfectant pan it. So,
yeah, right.
You know, I thought that me idea in the business about a man ego and personal life.
As you should.
I'm in the business about a part. It's like, as long as a man just mean good about the music, I'm ready to work. Yeah, definitely we have a song with Diani called Woman. We are speaking.
Big up yourself, Diani.
Yeah, you know. Diani, I'm a singer to see me, you know. Big up Monifa.
Yeah, man, make money for too.
And next gem, I need to look up the girl named Gussie. She have a whole lot of talent.
Gussie, okay.
Yeah, collaboration with Gary Mapanzur from Zimbabwe, a Zimbabwe pop star. You know, have collaborations coming with Nation Boss. You know, me Nation Boss and Tentic have a next song. Me and Tentic have a song, and me and Nation Boss have a song. You know, big up Chubby Makeup, you know, record same way, big up Busy. There's so much different international collaborations that are coming in. It will be a 5-track EP. Leading single would be Ambition, then Assets, you know, aka Folkub. Then you can look out for a song called Numb. There also will be a song called Rum. And I think I might do a cover because everybody have been pressuring me to do the song I love sing. So the tides are high. I might, you know, do it in a dancehall version, but.
So we can look forward to actually get that EP. Man. When we can look forward? June of next month, you know?
Yeah. Man, but this month, I'll go to something else, man. This month, you know, for the people go and babble.
But can you just tell our listeners where we can find you on socials?
Well, you can find me on BwoyATingz right now.
Up
on Instagram, up on official Yaksta, you know, on YouTube the same way. And all social media platforms. One thing I would like you to do too is also buy the merch when them come and go purchase the song them see me. Don't free download it only. Go up on Spotify and follow me, stream it and tell a friend, and tell them Granny to see me. Granny have, you know, Granny have taste, you know?
The merch, when we can expect the merch?
The merch will be in May 15th.
May 15th, which is like, we'll do 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
All right. So we're looking forward in seeing that. Yeah, right. I remember that this place is their home now. Yeah. You understand? Dave or Martin, if you can just pull up like 1 or 2 tweets, you know, I really want to see what the people are saying on Twitter. Because I know Twitter abundant right now. Yeah. So we're looking forward to the merch, looking forward to the EP. So when the EP I got drop or has dropped, make sure that this is the first place you come back. You understand what I'm saying?
So anything is
yeah, man. yeah, man. Yeah, see, the people on Twitter are very much appreciative of you and there, you know. See, Yaksta is very versatile. I'm so proud of you. I feel like I know you. I'm not even meet you before. Believe you me. All right. So then we're going to kind of go into a topic, right? And as I was speaking to you before, though your ambition, boss, and your songs, your lyrics of that song speaks for itself. I speak about flossing and wasting money, which I've wasted a lot of my years, but thank God no. You know, I've met Father God and Cassie's here to whip me in shape, so there's no more wasting, right?
Yeah, still a waste of money, man.
No, only I'm a craft, only I'm a show them. Right, that is it. All right. Okay? So we're going to go into something, because me personally, I'm going to tell you my views on it. I don't think that men who don't have a job should pursue a relationship, right? I think they're supposed to told a woman, leave woman alone, leave all that alone. Because although even if it is that a woman has whatever it is that she wants in life, you as a man now really feel like a man, you can offer her certain things. Cool? And I've said, for me personally, you know, like birthday or forward, no one whatever, you know, have nothing at all. Remember saying I'm a farmer and say you can't pick 2 bananas, you know, and say, yo, happy birthday to you. What do you think about men who don't have a job any at all and pursuing relationships?
Go look a job. Same as job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's go look a job. But real and truly still, woman needs TLC, isn't it? And woman sometimes like to facilitate an entertaining factor. And as such, and you know, adventure comes with miscellaneous characters, isn't it?
Facts.
So woman sometimes like a masculine peripheral,
right.
Yeah, disposably, isn't it? So them call it a one night stand.
Yeah.
You know, so as such, you'll find unwanting relationships budding, isn't it? Like a blossom on a tree.
Budding, yeah.
So isn't it? So in terms are should I term it much more simpler? I think man for really play them role, you understand, because real and true, that is the reason why our black race is very diluted, because we have so much demented male that feels that the female should also take up his role of being both parents. But remember, there comes an egg and there comes the actual nucleus of the sperm that really and truly, you know, come together and create an actual life form, which is called a human being, even though it means monster, you see me? But we call it a godlike individual, because real and truly we're elect of God. You see me? So when it comes down to them things that you see me, we as man have to play the role, because the father figure, the father side, our channel, when it comes down to our community, you know, has been failing and still failing. while we're speaking now. So we need to try to change the whole narrative of staying out in the life, support the woman them. And the woman, if you know, say the man now work and can't buy the condom, don't give me front.
See, they were telling all the time, you know, yeah?
So don't cuss the man them if they not work same what list, because you knew that he sat on the corner every day playing dominoes and go up on Facebook and talk about which Manchester United win. And you took him up in your life. And I'm
not Manchester United. Yeah.
You know, so when you are elated during sex and after I'm done mash up, you call him a stoller and then buy you a bowl of don't cost. Yes. I say.
Thank you. Bye. All right, guys. So we're going to quickly, I know that we're kind of pressed for sometimes. So we're going to just take a couple calls. And, you know, once again, the contact numbers are 876-212-9824 or 876-294-0275. And I'm asking you the question, if it is that a man is not working, should he pursue a relationship any at all? Me say no, but just feel like say, yeah. And someone woman to know say the man them now work. I don't know why we even give them a chance. The man can't even buy a Valentine's Day gift be, so just leave it alone. Right? So I just want to hear your views. I know that I know it's not gonna run up and down and create excitement. I wish that we had more time, but we really don't. All right. So once again, the contact number is 876-212-9824 or 876-294-0275. Cassie, being one of the only females here, just not on air though, but would you date a man that don't have no money? Like, him look you, him look good, everything, cross all the T's and everything, and him don't have a source of income. Would you take him up?
Yeah. Way my account is set up right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Right. Yeah.
I need some support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, I just cannot understand. Me personally, I can't feel, even if you come with millions of dollars, I can't feel good in myself and know that, you know, I can't even take you out to the movies because man, I have it. Right? And some of them, man, them not have no work, but them not look no work. But if you want a bag of money, you say, I got this, sir, something wrong with you. You understand? If you go drink some grandma's done, man. That can't work. That's why I have time. And see, broke man, I always give more bun as a mosquito say, she never lie. All right. So we're going to start taking some calls. Once again, this is BwoyATingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. I'm here with Yaksta. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, good night.
Emma, can you just speak up a little bit louder for me, please?
Are you hearing me any better now? I'm not sure why you're not hearing me.
Yeah, here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Emma. Yeah, go ahead, Emma. First, Emma, are you following Yaksta on social media?
Yes, I look here. Some people, you know, let me tell you something. I am a music fanatic.
I know that.
I love music. So why you think we would not follow Yaksta? Come on, no man, Kareem, you know me.
No, man, I just want him to know say the people them over here are supportive. I understand. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Everybody will listen to this radio show. And by the way, let me tell you something. This is the best radio show that you listen to.
Definitely.
You understand? So
make him know,
ensure that you're tuning into News Talk 93 FM 8 to 11 p.m. every Tuesday.
And anybody listens know that we really plays his music right through, even if him not fought on the show or not, every single week. Yeah, man.
No, because we appreciate good things and good people. We don't really care if you're not supporting the show or not. We'll support you. I see good at people over here.
See there. I mean, I'm good at you know, most comes up prevailing
factor. But anyway,
Yeah.
So you know what? I have two questions here, right? Because my ear Kareem asked you about things, but why you never tell them about you got BBC One Extra, right?
Yeah.
And you literally left off at the farm and go sing.
And put on him Virgin hat. And I put on one boot.
Yeah.
Our shirt coming right from the farm. And people even understand that it's coming from the farm.
Because remember, you can't get every platform,
every same, the same thing.
Yeah, man, you can't give a platform the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
Why you never tell
you have to save some mic, man. You have to save some mic, man.
I see a lot of people quoting this tonight, but you see the glory and don't know the story. That's true. And then on top of that, let's talk about success. A lot of people don't know what the definition of success is. Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm.
Yeah, man,
you
definitely.
understand? If you want something and you're hungry enough for it, then you're going to do what you have to do to get it. Yes, so enough of them people are out here with just bad mind and them not look within themselves to complete themselves, as they say. Yeah, because you know, you're power hungry, but you're not work for things where you need.
Definitely.
You're not go out there. You're not come up with some versatile ideas to make money. You just live on, I want to make some residual income. but yet still you can spend time on social media and be bitter against other people who are trying, and you're sitting on your bum every day.
Nah, do
like,
nothing.
come on, man, don't do that. That's
Definitely.
rude.
So that's
Them mother never grow them, so I don't know
Must say
why
some of them mother never grow them, not
anyways,
get them the breast milk, but yes, we
we're
move.
not gonna stay too long because what everybody gets a chance to
Right.
call. One next thing now. So Yaksta, you have this catchphrase that you say, and let me tell you something. Me not catch all right, but I know the last part, which is bush.
Yes, mama.
What does it mean? Like, tell the people
All
what
right.
it means.
See, with water, and
Yes.
seeds, fruit shall grow. It basically means germination. You understand? A replenish of the earth itself.
And can you say it
Okay.
for the persons who don't know what it is?
Backlax come. Skelai boom. Bototom. Bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
right. Let's go.
Yeah, but we write it down. But Emma,
Yeah, I'm have to write it down first. So anyways,
about the topic though, Emma,
now.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, so quickly.
Mhm.
You say, you ask me if it's a bit unemployed men, but boy, you know what?
Mhm.
Mr. Dean Hilton said that broke men shouldn't even speak. 'cause
Yeah, man, Miss
to her,
Kitty, tell you.
they're dumb.
Mhm.
You understand? But all right, so we're not gonna really shade nobody and them little thing there, because they have to understand, say, like, what are we dating people for? Are we really dating them for what they have, or their values, their thoughts, their ideologies, right? And the way they make us feel. So I'm saying that, I wouldn't date an unemployed man because, of course, he wouldn't match up to me.
Mhm.
But I'm not saying that if I meet somebody and he's given me like all that I need, say I was single and he was unemployed, and maybe, just maybe, for the first month, I could look past that. But after that first month, I'd have to help him seek a job. Because too many jobs are out there right now for you to be sitting down
Call center
unemployed.
always that,
And if you don't
exactly.
have the skill set, there must be something that we can do. There must be an investment that we can make so that you can make some money. The whole problem with dating somebody that's unemployed, though, you don't want to help somebody build and then afterwards they tear you down, right?
Yeah.
And leave you in
Right.
debt and anything like that. So I guess that would be like a lot of females worry. Because a lot of times we're just dating people because of how they make us feel. It's not a case where we're dating them because we're watching if they're working or not. And then, enough of them girl here, especially the uptown ones, them like the man them are about the weed and them and niggas. So there is somebody for everybody. And if you're single and think that there is nobody for you, then maybe you're just not at the right place, at the right time for that person to approach you or for you to approach that person.
Right.
Because things will fall into place eventually.
Yeah, man, security need defense, in regards to uptown girl. So it's when time you born at the luxury of having every single thing that you need. All the thing you need is a defense
Right.
system. But you see, when it comes on to like investing in an individual, always remember this. View your efforts as charity, and you can never be terrified. Always remember that. So you see, if you feel like, if that's why the man them kill them woman, because them feel like them invest. You see me? If you give your man things, view it as charity. So if she leave a man and the next man, you don't know it's a real and truly. That was just a choice that you chose. You see me?
Right.
Yes, as such, you cannot get up in your feelings. You might vex, and the next man might.
But you just
slap
move
it
on,
away.
man.
But you move on the life, So that's how me view life. I don't know next man,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well,
What-
yeah.
Well, Emma,
I mean,
respect
yeah.
as usual. I do appreciate you. Have yourself a wonderful night. When is your birthday, by the way?
It is the 27th. Of
Okay.
this month.
All right. So how about 2 more shows? But bless yourself, though,
Alright,
Emma.
yeah, I've got 2 more show friend, but not worry about that, cause anything will happen after the year.
Yeah. But big up for the call as per usual,
But anyway,
and thank you
man,
always.
Big up yourself, Yaksta, big up yourself.
Love
Stay
and light,
strong.
mama.
Don't stop pursue your dream
Yeah.
because you're doing well so far, and I'm pretty much sure you have a lot in store for us, and I'm looking forward to it.
Blessings, Emma.
Definitely.
Soon,
Big up
alright.
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Once again, the contact numbers are 876-212-9824 or 876-294-0275. Once again, 876-212-9824 or 876-294-0275. We're here with Yaksta and we're talking about man when have no ambition. You know, right? So if it is that would you date a man if you're a woman? Would you date a man that does not have a job? Or if you are a man, how do you feel being jobless and actually trying to pursue a relationship? Me can do, but as Emma just said a while ago though, and there was a point where she said that you can be unemployed, but you're, still motivated or you have ambition, right? And there's a difference, You have some people that are unemployed that don't want to get a job. Any at all. Like them not try, them just get up every day and just complain about life and what life now through it. Sir, our Miss call centers out there always hire people to go get a job.
Some people are examples, so you have to always remember that to see me. Some people are like stooges, like real and true. The only thing they take up is their own time, not yours. But sometimes we as individuals fall in love with an individual that is very stagnant, and as such, you becomes that sponge that absorbs. So sometimes we cause one problem by ourselves,
That is true. Well, I'm not causing a problem, because I'm not do it. Miss, if you're not working, I'm not take you up either. Once again, thank you for calling BwoyATingz After Dark. My name is Kareem BwoyATingz, and I'm here with Yaksta right here on Newstalk 93 FM. What is your name and where you're calling from?
John from Poma, you hear me?
Yeah, all right, John from Poma. Go on, my G.
Go with you, man. And I might have to do.
Yes. Firstly, are you following Yaksta on social media?
Say no.
But you have to go do it. Well, say at the end of the call, make sure you do it and post it so I can actually see that you're following him, please, and thank you.
The notified club.
Yeah, what?
Yes. Big up yourself in ambition, boy.
Blessings, my brother.
Everything I say, first look at work, from farm, then I dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I made the tweet, right? Here is my take on it. Someone in a relationship being unemployed can be identified as a burden to the other. Let me explain. So in relationships, we may say that we don't materialize the whole intimacy part. Like we don't want materialistic things, this and that. However, if I'm a man and I'm with someone and they would everything, date night, I go on. If me and I work, I can't pay the 10 grand bill, the 5 grand to the first time in English. So then
No, go ahead.
Then chef go for the bill.
Yeah.
After that as well, I believe that we are prideful people. That's how I was doing. So when I really want to be dependent, I burden to anybody.
Facts.
So it's a case where we believe that if you're unemployed to a point of you don't have a stable income, as in you don't have no confidence in I feel I get money, then you have to look nobody. Because all in all, we really want the people who can build with. If you started that fire field and you're not get up, you don't mean a thing. There's no building, there's no foundation. So if you have like rich parents, you are employed as a rich parent child.
That is fine because they have money coming in, so you have access to money. So having access to money and not working, that is perfectly fine. But when you don't have no access and when you there your yard now and I stress out yourself, I don't think you're supposed to go stress out nobody else's daughter. You get what I say? Because every woman, again, even if they don't want you to mind them still want to feel appreciated. Exactly, brother. Yeah, man, you can't even go down a little real hotel for a little one night. Okay, you can't, you don't have it. Leave her alone, man. You can't even buy her a little two party. Sir, go on. Go sleep. Yeah, man, if you go, man.
But like me and truly, I made the tweet and interpret it the way they want it, but I fit off and we can't say everybody have things. So it's like a case where really and truly, my view in that sense is like if you as a man don't have a job and you don't have no sense of income, as in you don't have no PSA, you don't have 5 days of money, you have to go out there, go look at bills, or you just sit down to your face and make your man spend money for you. Like, no, bro, that's not it. That cannot be. Like, me as a man, I'm not really, I'm in a tough space, you know the vibe. So it's a case where me feel like this. If me never work, I'm not deal with nobody like that. I'm going to find out his income and make sure that me and I go good. Because if I understand, say, as much as you don't want materialistic things make a difference. If men are going to go up on a date and sit them a pay for the date, she will feel the appreciation. So understand that you really want me to spend $5 on pasta. And yeah. And then even say, yo, you do what I mean.
The pasta. We don't know, we love talk about the pasta on this place. Yeah.
I because yesterday, buy her some dumpling and some flour and some yam and banana and a country and, buy her some things, buy her some groceries. some farm produce. Isn't it?
It's something, brother. Something. Exactly. Something has to be like you have to be, provided in some way, shape, or form, and it makes no sense. You're there and you take up everything, and I live inside of her, and I live in our house too, and you can't even provide. Makes no sense to me. Exactly. So that's Lloyd.
If you vex with you, you're not gonna get next money, you know. So if you vex,
school lecture, you have to go upon the veranda go lay down.
Isn't it?
Tell you the truth.
You have to go to life how people do in our back meat. You have to put 2 stone in a pot and pray over it.
Real talk.
Yeah, like, real talk, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying one should not see love, I love it materialistic or love is monetary. But it's a case where if you feel yourself to use nothing else, you have to understand, say, share the feel the same way or similar. Because if you look at yourself, as in you say, yo, man, I have the money in a bill. You have to understand, say, yo, share the feel away about that. Because enough time, man will, as somebody said one time, based on the work situation, a man would love to feel like a man. So if a man feels like he can't provide him anything, he's going to feel away, and that's an insecurity suggestion. With that insecurity, you then sabotage your own relationship. To the point where you have a then become broke, you have to say money now. And because of that, you don't trust her already. And because you don't trust her now, you have to start talking about the simplest things then. You have to start moving insecure and things, like you want to see your phone. Or you have Kerman number. You
have a KFC man number. You have phone man. Yeah. But John, big up yourself, Jimmy. I'm going to see if I can take another call really quick before the 10:30 break here. Yeah, but I don't understand, brother. Once again, the contact numbers are 876-212-9824 or 876-294-0275, and we're here with Yaksta. Yaksta, the point where you said that you weren't working, and I think your girlfriend was pregnant. And
no, man, she'd have a youth at the I was working at the time. Okay. I rent take all of the money.
Take all of the money. All right. So let me ask you something else. So for instance, that she wasn't in your life any at all, and you're single, right? And the point where you left your job and there was little to no income coming in. I understand, say, man, and you go look at things and you go do your thing.
I am no hypocrite. I would look at a woman. So you feel like me going to tell you, boy, I'm going to do it.
So you look at a woman,
Look at a woman.
But would you want to look one for going in a relationship with?
No, it's because you're going. I believe if me can add a 2 cents to your 5 cents, it doesn't make sense because sometimes, that can, it's like, it just not add up.
Right.
Really and truly, if a woman have $1 billion and she keeps spending, she easily fluttered, I'm flustered. Sorry. Because really and truly, a woman always look to the man for the match of value. And if you can add that, sometimes it doesn't really make sense, isn't it, as a man? And that's the reason why I have so much, derailing relationship, as I said before, because really and truly, the man is not to play them part. But it's like, I don't see the sense if she can give you a Reebok, you can't buy her Bridget. I say name.
Yeah. Bridget's a Tory Birch or something.
Well, Tory Birch looking a bit too high still. Bridget, about 10 grand. Tory Birch at 35,
40, 50 grand.
I
can buy her one little Crocs or
I mean, one Nike boot. Tory business too.
But point taken. What I call it, right? We're gonna take the call after the break. Alright, guys. So, but this is a 10:30 break. DJ Kevin just line up the chat them in a man, cause the man up for you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, guys. So once again, this is BwoyATingz After Dark right here on Newstalk 93 FM. My name is Kareem BwoyATingz. We're here up until 11 p.m. We're here with Yaksta, and we're gonna that's our final break for the evening. Relationship, that's okay as long as he's actively looking. But I will not date a man who is not looking, who's not working right now off the bat and isn't looking for a job. And that is, the operative words are looking for a job or having the drive to find a job, right? And that's what we're speaking about. I'm not talking about if you're even in a relationship, because, things can happen and, life can happen. But for you to just take up somebody's child, you're not Mary Mandolin and you don't want food for the poor, man. I understand why you take up them something. You're not Mary Poppins, but you're doing these things to yourself. You understand? So I take up the boy when I work, man. May I tell you the truth? Yeah. You understand? All right, so we're going to take the next call up. Thank you so much for calling BwoyATingz After Dark. My name is Kareem, and we're here until 11 o'clock. We're at Newstalk 93 FM. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Caller, are you hearing me? I'm not hearing you. Hello. All right, but can I say the next one quickly, please, Davian? All right, if that was you, can you just recall, please? We're gonna take the next one. Time can I rush and all them. Yeah. All right, thank you so much for calling BwoyATingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, you hearing me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tony and I'm calling from Portmore.
Hi, Tony, I'm from Portmore. I'm here with Yaksta. Firstly, are you following him on social media?
Yes, of course. The dance for that.
Big up for that, mama. Big up.
What's your take on the topic?
Well, to me, I can't, but and everybody, me, I'm saying that is because we find somebody who will get with, like, from scratch. He never did a work at the time, but indeed very ambitious, so need a work still. Indeed very ambitious, he starts cooking to try and make it, sell phone case, cut yard, because at the time he got applications, but never did I get through. So we stick to it.
Right. All right, Tony, and question though. So when he was looking you, or in the initial stages of dating, he was not working?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, he wasn't. And he just lost a job?
No, he started looking for one, but he wasn't getting any at the time.
Well, you feel them can't move mountain anymore because enough man now there's up there and you're not even going to power, man. Tell the truth. So basically, you guys are together right now?
Yes, we are. 4 years.
Oh, 4 years. Oh, see there? Well, it can work. So at no time in the process of him trying to find a job, which job hunting can be very hard in Jamaica, did you at any given point, said to yourself, well, maybe this not going to work out time. Maybe we just need to just left the boy?
Honestly, no, because I'm going to tell you before, he tried all the things. Like going on all the business venture, sell phone keys. One time, them in that cook burger and them something there. So
which has always had the drive.
Yes.
Okay.
So it never till like a earring, you get a call from digital and so.
Okay, and it's been working. But how did it work out as it relates to dating? Did you have to pay for dates or pay for the bills? Yes.
Vice versa, like for my birthday, we keep a party because I'm going to say in the cut yard and something.
See the cut yard. Yeah, man, I try and you that man.
So, and then from my birthday, me buy him watch and then something there,
So it
become vice versa. But for a date, we never pay, honestly. Never. Just like we buy one another gift. That's just it. But when I date him, I always pay.
But I think the reason that you started the relationship is because you knew that he had a drive, right? Some man them now work and them them bed every day and it cost the system and the system this and life this and not trying. So for him, I think that's a difference. But I love that he stuck out with him and it's been 4 years and it sounds like inner love and all these things. Yeah. Because some girl would tell him to cut right through. I tell you the truth.
I was telling him I could yard me, they help pick up the grass,
You're a real man. You're a real man.
Hold on, wait.
Follow him. You're a real man. You ever tell her?
Hold on.
Out the man doing this. You're a real man, mama.
No, man, no. Hold on. So you said when him go cut the lawn, you also assisted him to pick up the leaf that might help him rake on them. So some things they love the boy for meet the boy though. That's why I do them something there. No, man, you love the boy, man.
Honestly, we don't know supposed to explain.
Some girl not even help you type up your resume, much less for help pick up leaf.
Indeed, help me in a way, so because honestly, I know any man that did love me and I did something. So it just.
The sex did nice, though. You want to say that? Yeah, I hate that. I know, man. You want the sex, man. Man, the sex. Enough girl not rake up not even them own yard, much less to rake up people yard. But I love that for you though, and continue riding by his side, and I hope that him not this year. Be safe him this year. You understand? Just message me. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, big up yourself and thank you so much for calling. Do have yourself a great evening.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Enough woman now go rake up. Me nah ask enough woman now rake up no yard, virgin. Like that's Cassie's not doing it. Like don't even ask Cassie, cause Cassie not do it. Cassie not rake up nothing, bro. Like there's no raking of no yard around here. Yeah, it's like Cassie said, well, can call a helper to help you. Cassie, I'm mad, What about this caller, sir? Yes. All right, well, this is the final call for the night. Thank you for calling BwoyATingz After Dark. My name is Kareem. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, good night. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead.
Alright. So good night. You sir were over here and speaking about gibberish like I understand.
Kusaman, and the man signature that one, you mean?
When him say Usha, that's something there?
Yeah. But before you get into it though, are you following him on social media?
No, I didn't catch the full name.
Yaksta, YAKSTA, the official Yaksta, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you can go ahead and ensure that you watch his videos on YouTube and all them some of the streaming music and the things them Audio Mac and Spotify and Apple Music. You understand?
Oh, definitely,
Love
I will. In regards to this Brockman business, Kareem, I've said it before.
I didn't say Brockman, I said unemployed.
Same thing.
Wow.
I tell you, say the two we can struggle together, right? It cannot work. So if it is that not working, if the really and truly, if the drive not there for him find the work, then you have to just leave him find it for himself. We're not growing anybody's son. We're not grooming them. That is what your parents are for. You understand?
Right. So you ask a question. What if you broke and unemployed and have the man at work? Go. Make ask about the question. Let me try to ask.
Man.
Yes. So how it works, you know? You don't want a man not grow somebody data.
When me did broke and unemployed, I wasn't seeking anybody. People were seeking me and I said it up front. I don't have it. So, you know?
All right,
the only thing them look emotional thing for help you with and look motivation and them thing, but I never have it. I did still try and find it, you know, but it still make boy feel nice, you know. But
hey, Mr. One thing the tall girl will kill him with the red boy. The boy feel like you, Mr. Sir.
Yeah, you, Mr. Sir. I'm boy. I did. Yeah.
I'm still a country, you know. Yeah, man.
Them country bush carry my sugar stick at that. Thanks for doing.
One of my countries come from but you, but a country, bush come from. Yeah, man. Country. Yeah, it's a sugar stick. You're not growing nobody's son, and you're not basically, you know, food for the poor and all them something, right? So yeah, that's it.
I'm not pastor will go to Sunday daytime or on Friday when give like a soup and them something. It's not.
Yeah, convention this after man already for the MP. Yeah.
And when me at work, my boss never say, all right, so $5,000 a year to buy the boy something. Nope.
The boy. Mighty God, man.
When the customer then call and them a cuss me out, them not give me a piece of cussing for come get the boy. No, it's not fair work. So
when the boy work for him 5,000 and him something, him come buy and spend on girl. Eh? And one time, boy did this and boy that the girl not complain, but girl said, thank you, boy.
Thank you, boy. Yeah.
The thing is with the relationship thing, you know, there's always the point or the talking stage where you state what it is you're bringing to the table. So when I was broken, I said to boy, I'm not bringing this to the table because I'm not working. And boy said, okay, but I'm okay with bringing this to the table, right? So boy didn't know what he was getting into. When boy did say,
but girl now is on the platform at the pedestal to acquire. So no, if that's such. Girl can come to know and help out boy. Yeah. So you know what girl are trying. You know we are trying to clarify. You understand? But if you in the position for help boy, can't boy help girl. Yeah.
You see, if boy ambition and boy, my sister boy at work, no problem. Me and boy with the phone at night time and me and him will fill out the resume them, me and him will find the site them, no problem. But if boy want to sit down and complain that the world is awful, well, welcome to real life, you know. You don't always get what you want, and if you need it, you need to go and work for it. Okay?
Yeah, man. That's all right, girl. Well, Sugar Stick, big up yourself and thank you. So, hold on there. But your call just got you on my ear clear tonight. Me not understand. Is the iPhone you buy?
No, we get house phone now, sir.
Oh, you get house phone. You see, that's how I know.
And a boy buy it, you know. Boy buy it, you know. You come tell me nothing. A boy buy the whole house phone. For that, you know. I see a boy name as phone bill or live.
Phone bill, yeah.
Or top up. It ain't gonna nice. You go ahead, man. Yeah.
Well, big up yourself, though, Mama. Have yourself a wonderful evening, all right? All right, Yaksta, what is a closing thought for the people? You can also tell them where they can follow you on socials, like once again, and just remind us of the merch date and also the EP date.
EP date it's gonna be either June 9th or June 15th.
Okay.
For the merch, it's gonna be May 15th. Yeah, singles will be released this month. Followed by some collaborations, and on social media platforms it's official Yaksta. On iTunes it's YAKSTA. On Facebook the same thing. Yeah, and then pretty much everywhere there's Yaksta, YAKSTA. If I want to put up that, you see the big old ugly black country man.
Yeah. So you hear it here first. Yaksta, the EP. And also the merch, May 15th for the merch. It's a possibility that it's June 9th or June 15th for the EP, which consists of 5 songs. And you said the next single, remind us the name of the next single again? Assets. And that you talk about the full cube, something. Yeah, man. You want me to hear a line from the full cube thing there too. Yeah. So, you've heard it here. You've heard the responses from the people as it relates to the dating thing. But Yaksta, let me just tell you again, big up yourself for passing through. Yeah, man, the platform is always here. I'm need a dub, sir, please, and thank you. Yeah, man. So, once again, I appreciate your story. Your story is one to motivate, and even if it is that you are listening right now and you're there, remember that life can take you different places, and remember, with drive and tenacity and resilience, hard work always pays off. I'm not ask Christ about that, and I appreciate you, appreciate your journey. Yeah, I understand, but remember, say I do the little performance thing. Let me say now, get the problem. No, you're not get the Yaksta. That's how we never show so early. You can't trick me, man. I forgot. But once again, guys, closing thoughts. Thank you so much for the support. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at BwoyATingz. Follow me on Instagram at Kareem BwoyATingz. YouTube is BwoyATingz by Kareem. I do have a new episode of the podcast on this Sunday. Remember, Mother's Day is this Sunday as well. So happy Mother's Day to all mothers. And big up on yourself. Big up my mother, Jackie. Big up yourself. So thank you for the support. I said that we're number 1 and number 3 trending the last time I checked. So I appreciate all the support. And, remember, no matter what you're going through or, what you might be facing in life right now, obstacles are made to go over them. Yeah. And it's not the end of the tunnel. Remember that you do have a purpose. You will be great. So continue pressing on, continue having faith. Pray to the Almighty God of the universe. Remember, say things from King BwoyATingz himself, DJ Kevy, do. Yeah. You understand what I say? The performance like a thing. Yaksta, big up yourself, G, and all the best to your future endeavors. And I